it was supposed to be the best years of my life, but being trans made it feel like I was surviving and not living. Let's dive into the ghettoest years of my life, girl. No tea, no shade. So go back to another video. My name is Alizea, and I'm here for Black Transsexual. Get up into the big purr or whatever. But I'm back. How y'all wonderful, amazing people doing today, girl? I'm doing amazing. Thank you for asking. Period. Let me stop blowing out y'all eardrums. I want to give a special shout out to y'all. Y'all, guess what? Oh, we hit 13,000 subscribers. Period. Put some respect on my name. I want to give a special shout out to my channel members. Hey, Bookie Bears, get up into the big purr. If you want to become a channel member and get early access to my videos, you already know what to do, girl. Spend that $2.99 to $3.99. I ain't finna charge you an arm and leg, period. And I also want to say, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe because you will never find another ghetto black transsexual like me. Hello, hello, hello. I'm beautiful. You're beautiful. Get up into the big purr, whatever. Go ahead and lock in on myself. So y'all, today we're going to be talking about my high school experience as a trans woman because, I don't know, I guess, it's time for me to do a video. I'm not going to lie, this is going to be one of my ghettoest videos ever because I went to the ghettoest school of my goddamn entire life. I think the ghettoest school in history, that school was genuinely in ghetto, so yeah, let's lock in. So y'all, when I tell you, y'all, I used to go to Waco High School or whatever, right? And, we're going to dive into, when I started to realize I was different. So when I was younger or whatever, right? The stereotypical thing of how these girls be saying at the dolls, they be like, oh, I used to play with dolls, or, oh, I used to be so feminine. Girl, I was just gay as hell. I didn't even know that I was really gay until I knew that I was gay because, I stumbled across, nasty rated content, at a very young age, and I've always been, in tune with it. I don't know, I wasn't, or anything, I wasn't, touched on, yeah, I was literally just exposed to that stuff, and, most men, most, guys, when they're growing up, they look at those. They look at the big old badonkadonks and they look at that good old meow meow when they watching those videos. But me, girl, I was looking at them woodpecks, girl. I've been always looking at them woodpecks, girl, literally, between me and y'all in my high school years, I used to have this stepdad or whatever, right? So my stepdad or whatever, he used to walk around the house. He used to walk around the house gone, no clothes, no nothing, right? And y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I did not know Mexicans, I did not know they could be having them slangs, girl, it was and everything, it was just slanging and it had a curve to it. I was like, damn, mama. Oh my God, I just gotta be real though. I gotta be real because it's oh my God, Cuddy, I would literally, sometimes she'll catch me staring. She'll be like, Isaiah, stop! Literally. So, I'm not gonna lie, that was already red flag number one because I was I've always been staring at men. I've always been attracted to men. And I started to realize something was off with me, when I would literally be, crushing over my homeboys. I would literally have, dreams of, being in relationships with my homeboys and, popping out with a homeboy and stuff like that. Girl, that ain't never happened. I might have linked with one, but I never, had no time with them, if you get what I mean. Hello? Back to what I was saying. I don't want nobody to take offense to what the hell I'm about to say, but literally when I was growing up or whatever, right, there was really no gay people. There was no queer people. You had your stereotypical gay boys or whatever. You had your little, butch queens or whatever, the little femme queens or whatever, but nobody was really wearing the wigs, nobody was really wearing the lashes, nobody was actually doing it or whatever, right? So I stumbled across It's Bambi and I was like, oh my God, everything that I'm feeling, I'm yeah, this aligns with me because baby, I am very much gay, but I'm just not gay. I want to be a woman. I used to have dreams of literally waking up with a whole thing down there or whatever. I used to wake up wanting to be a Victoria's Secret model or whatever. And like, y'all might think I'm exaggerating, I'm being all ghetto and stuff, but like, this is literally me. Like, literally, I'm so ghetto with it. Like, no tea, no shade. And I don't know, like, I've always wanted to be a girl, like, when I was growing up. Like, it's kind of hard to explain because, like, I don't want to be all cookie cutter and be all fake with y'all and be like, oh my God, yes, y'all, I just wanted to play with dolls, and I've always knew this. Like, no, honey, this took forever, girl, because at first I was into girls. I don't even know. Like, I wasn't even really into girls. I was into them as, like, friends and best friends, but, like, I don't know. Like, it's kind of hard to explain. No tea, no shade. So, like, I say, like, freshman year, I came out, you know, as gay, you know, get up into the big purr, whatever, right? I was real femme with it. I didn't really have that many homeboys because, like, everybody didn't want to hang around this gay, you know, F slur or whatever. They was like, keep that gay stuff away from me. I ain't with all that gay stuff. I remember I used to have this one homeboy, I don't even know if I can say his name because, like, oh my God, like, we gonna give him a name. We're gonna call him JJ. So I used to have this one homeboy named JJ or whatever, right? Oh my God, like, growing up, my mama used to take him home or whatever, right? Like, we used to be cool or whatever, girl. We'll get snacks together or whatever, right? Soon as I came out, I ain't with all that gay stuff. I'll walk. I ain't, no. Keep that gay stuff away from me. Your son gay. Like, he gay. Man, I just don't understand how you could be gay. Like, that's weird. Girl, shut the fuck up. Like, oh my God, he's so fine now. But no tea, no shade. Getting back on track or whatever, right? Growing up, like, I've had my fair share of friends or whatever, right? You know, I had some cute, like, gay people. They weren't really cute because, like, girl, no tea, no shade. I used to, like, growing up, I used to have this one crush on this one boy named Alan or whatever, right? He used to be so cute to me. Now I look at him as a bottom, like, because he is a bottom, even though he's a verse, but he's still a bottom in my eyes. I do not link with bottoms, girl, unless you're like a full-blown mern. Like, I need a masculine man. But getting back on track, no tea, no shade, like, just growing up, like, it was kind of hard for me, like, to express myself, but it really wasn't at the same time because, like, I really stopped caring about what people thought about me because, like, I grew up in such a predominantly black area where, like, you know, all the black people, like, will literally shame you and literally ostracize you and literally, like, basically, like, just cut you out like you're a black sheep. And it's like you stand out so much, so many people are talking about you. And I remember when I used to grow up, literally, y'all, the teachers would talk crap about me. Literally, how are grown adults talking about you? Like, that's crazy. And younger me, I used to be like, oh, they just mad, they just hate us. It's because they didn't understand, because I was literally the only trans person openly doing this stuff on the internet and just in person. Like, I was literally the only trans person at my school. I don't think I understand the severity of how strong I really was in high school, because I'm looking back at all my old memories right now while I'm editing, and y'all, I used to literally go into school in a dress. Do y'all understand that? Like, I would literally go into school in a full dress, full lashes, full makeup, and get criticized by adults, principals, staff members, you know, students, everybody. Everybody would be calling me all types of names, and I would just walk in there with my head, my chest held high, my ass sitting pretty, and I'll just be like, I don't care. I cannot believe I did that. Like, oh my God, this is ghetto. Like, dang, that is so crazy. That's iconic, girl. No shade. And what I meant by, like, I didn't want to offend people, like, I used to see a lot of gay people and stuff, but, like, the trans people that were trans were in stealth, and a lot of them weren't of, like, my skin complexion. I don't mean to be, like, you know, like, girl, don't take offense, girl. I'm sorry, girl. I just gotta keep it real with y'all. Like, I didn't have, like, any, like, peers. Like, my peers were online on the internet. I never had any in-person peers. And the in-person peers that I did have were gay boys. And I just can't relate with them. Like, I used to have falling outs with them, and they used to be talking all types of bad about me. They used to be like, oh, Alizea, he's flat as hell. Like, he wants to be a girl so bad. Duh, 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 duh. Like, everybody used to always sit over here and say he wants to be a girl so bad. But look at me now. Look where I'm at now. And all those people who are talking about me literally come back literally 5 to 10 years from now. Oh my God, I see you doing good for yourself. Would you like to hang out? Would you like to be friends? And then I'd be like, okay, let me see what they're talking about. And they just telling me about how miserable their life is. That has nothing to do with me. Like, literally, I don't know if they're watching me, but like, hey, Bookie Bear, you know what you were doing when you saw this video. But like, literally, I used to have this one friend. I remember we had a fight or whatever. I don't have that video, thank God, girl, because he literally knocked me out, girl. No shade. But like, I had this one friend. We fell out like 5 times. For y'all might be like, you fell out 5 times with a friend, you still being friends with them? Yes, girl. I didn't have no goddamn self-respect, literally. Because like, I've only hung around gay people. I didn't have trans friends. So I really didn't know what it was to have real true friends, because like, I don't know. And I remember like we fought one time, right? And so after that fight or whatever, right? I remember like the teachers in school were talking about it. They was like, how you gonna get beat up by another man? Like, fine, like you supposed to be a man. Da, 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 da. I remember I had this one teacher, like my senior year, I think was my senior year. My senior year is when I didn't take the disrespect anymore, y'all. Like, I just said how it was. Like, there was literally times where people would literally just be picking at me, like trying to get an outrage out of me, and I would give it to them because like, stop fucking messing with me, like literally. So I remember it was this one particular time, this one teacher, I don't know what his name was, but we gonna call him Lopside or whatever, right? So Lopside, he kept picking with me. He was like, hi sir, how you doing? I'm not no sir. And he was like, well, He's trying to explain to me, like, how God is trying to save me and stuff like that. I said, sir, I don't want to hear all that God stuff, because you're not even godly, because you work in the most ghettoest school ever. Literally. If God loved you, he wouldn't have you in the hood. Literally. So I just said it like that. And so I guess he took it some type of way. He's like, I'm finna write you up because you don't talk to staff like that. I said, write me you ain't gonna do nothing. I'm gonna stand behind my goddamn respect. I started going off on him, right? So long story short or whatever, that's when like all the staff members came, like all the ISS people and all them people. Like, it was 4 people for one goddamn student or whatever, right? So they trying to calm me down or whatever. I'm not even that goddamn loud. Like, yes, I'm cussing him out. And telling him to jump. Like, literally, like, girl, don't be messing with me and I won't be messing with you, period, point blank. And so I went to ISS or whatever, right? Long story short, got out of ISS. So I went to this one girls meeting or whatever, right? It was this one little girls meeting I used to go to with my homegirl named Skyla or whatever, right? She stopped coming to school, so I would go there by myself. So this one particular lady, I don't know if her name was Miss Fletch or whatever. I think her name was Miss Fletch. I don't know, girl. If you ever see this video, I really don't care, girl, because you ain't gonna beat me up, girl. No tea, no shade, girl. But yeah, Miss Fletch, she's a grown, mean girl. Like, it's kind of hard to explain, and I'm trying to keep it PG with y'all, but like, my black folks know. Y'all know those old aunties with the goddamn pixie cut hair, and she thinks she just the baddest in the goddamn room. She thinks she just the baddest. Like, literally, she'll do like the little hair flip, and she'll be like gossiping and stuff, right? So one time she put me to the side. She said, I'm gonna have to calm my attitude down, or else I'm gonna get kicked out or whatever, right? But between me and y'all, the girls that was in a meeting with me, all of them girls have pregnancies. Like, all of them girls are pregnant. Their baby daddies are like gay. Like, I don't even know if I could be explaining all this, because I'm trying to stay on topic with my like experience in high school, but my experience wasn't really based around me being trans. It was just based around me being black in a ghetto ass school. Like, if you want me to keep it real with y'all, my school was so ghetto. I felt like I had to genuinely survive, because like every damn time somebody would be messing with me, and I would just have to I would try so hard to just be all bubbly and nice. Like, everybody's like, oh, you're so nice. It's fake. It's genuinely fake, because there's always that one person that just tries to mess with me, and they get it. I'll literally just light them up. And also, when I was in my junior year in high school, girl, I was a 304. Like, literally, girl, I would sit over here, and any man that gave me attention, I would be in his pants, girl. No tea, no shade. Like, I had no self-respect in the early years of my transition because I didn't have nobody that actually loved me. Like, yeah, I had a cool amount of friends, but yeah, I didn't have nobody. And my mama died around that year or whatever. So it was a lot going on. I was depressed. I was trying to, sit over here and run away from my feelings and stuff because, I was so deep, dark, and depressed. I would sit over here and puff past every single day that I got the chance to. I would sit over here and gulp every minute that I could. Like, girl, I had no self-respect in the early years of my transition. And it taught me a lot. It taught me self-assurance. It taught me to be kind to myself. And it just taught me a lot that I needed to learn. No tea, no shade. And like a lot of these YouTubers, when they come on and they speak about their experience in high school and stuff like that, baby, they be fake with it. Like, it's all the fake stuff. It's like copy and paste. Like, my high school experience was not copy and paste. It was ghetto as hell. I had to literally fight my fucking right to fucking be respected in that school. And I didn't even get respected towards the ending of my goddamn school year. Literally, there was so many people who didn't enlighten me for no reason. And I never understood it because I was like, I'm just me. Like, I just want to live a comfortable life like everybody else, but nobody understood that. Nobody respected me. So I just had enough. Like, I got fed up, and I was like, you know what? These people, literally, a lot of people ask me, how did you get through high school? I said, kid, I don't care what nobody thinks about me. At the end of the day, this is my life. Why do I care about somebody who's not going to be dealing? Why do I care about somebody else's opinion who's not walking my path? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, this is my life. Nobody understands what Alizea goes through. Nobody understands the hardships that Alizea is facing. And literally, like, what put the nail in the coffin was when my mama died. When people literally laughed at my mother's passing, like, people were laughing at me crying, I was like, oh yeah, y'all could. Like, literally, I don't give a fuck. I don't respect nobody. And everybody wants to be all buddy and fake with you and stuff like that to try to get your business. And I'm talking about you gay boys and you, butch queens and the femmes, like the T-girls. Like, they be like, oh, let's be friends, this and that. You got a, cool homegirl or whatever, but you fall out with her and she go tell all your business. Girl, why the fuck would you tell a girl your business in the first place? I learned that very young. Like, that's another thing I'm glad I learned in high school, to not tell people your business. Because, like, when I used to tell people my business, they'll literally go spread it around the goddamn school. They'll be like, oh, Isaiah linked with this person. You know how they keep saying Isaiah? I wasn't Isaiah at the time. I was Alizea, baby. So it's like, girl, no. I don't know, y'all. Like, my high school experience was ghetto, but it was exciting at the same time. Yes, I hated school. Don't get me wrong. I hated that freaking school. I hated that I had to literally wake up at 6 a.m. and go deal with this same bullshit. Like, a lot of my friends didn't graduate because they genuinely couldn't take it anymore. They genuinely couldn't take the transphobia, the homophobia, the scrutinize, the criticism from staff members, from adults, from the damn principal herself. Like, people couldn't take it anymore. And me, I just kept fighting. I'm not a quitter. I will fight till the day I die. I don't care. I do not care. Like, I'm me. I shine bright like a diamond in any room that I step in. Literally. People always ask me, how do you do it? How do you do it? I just get up and do it. You think it's going to be easy? No. School is not easy, but it's not forever. My mindset of how I survived high school was, this isn't forever. Those same people who are talking about you 5 to 10 years from now, they're going to be pregnant. They're going to be miserable. They're going to be in thousands of dollars of debt. They're going to be disgusting. They're going to be infested and infected. They're going to have horrible problems. They're going to be broke, still living with their parents or barely paying rent. Some of them are going to be homeless. Some of them are going to be doing, hardcore stuff, if you get what I mean. Girl, they're miserable. Those same people worried about you and what you got going on with your own life, you ain't got to really listen to them. They don't control your life. They're not walking your path. Why are you listening to them? They don't deserve any of your attention. You deserve your own attention. Get up on your good foot, girl. Like, hello. Like, literally, I know I look like a goddamn man, but who cares? I know that I don't get the most fish, but who cares? I know I wasn't born a biological woman, but who cares? I'm Alizea. I'm black and I'm trans and I'm beautiful, and you better put some respect on my name, girl. Hello. Girl, like, get up on your good foot. I will always literally preach that. Just do what makes you happy. This is your life. Literally, I guarantee you, when you stop listening what people think about you, you just say, I don't care no more. Like, just say, I don't care. And all you people are like, well, how did you make friends in high school? Make associates, girl. Because, like, those friends that you have in high school, 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna talk to them literally years from now. Like, literally, every single person I've had, every single person I was cool with in high school, I don't talk to them no more. Literally, I might occasionally interact with them on social media, but like, I don't talk to them on a daily. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't tell people my business. Like, a lot of people think they know Alizea, but they don't know me, girl. You know what I put on the internet, girl. You can't use it against me because I'm the one who put it on the internet. Like, no tea, no shade. Like, I don't know. It showed me so much growth, and it helped me, like, really find myself. Like, I'm kind of glad I went to the most ghettoest school. And I also went through, like, several drills. Like, I remember we had, like, a whole, like, school pume or whatever, right? It was a lot going on or whatever. Girl, I did that story time. No tea, no shade. Oh my God, like, I went to such a ghetto school. And I remember I used to have homegirls that would get, like, plowed in the bleachers and plowed in the bathrooms and stuff. Like, that taught me self-respect because, like, damn, no. Like, outside, I don't understand how anybody could do anything outside. Like, that's actually crazy. Like, maybe if you, like, on a honeymoon and a picnic, but, like, just, like, girl, that's crazy. That's crazy. No shade, no shade. Like, I know. But I love you guys. I just want to make this simple, quick video of my high school experience being a trans woman. And high school isn't forever. I want y'all to understand this. One day you'll look back and realize every struggle that you had and every struggle that you went through made you stronger. You deserve to take up a space, and you deserve to exist loudly and proudly. And I want you guys to understand what I mean by this is shine bright like a damn diamond. You only live once in this goddamn world. Don't let this situation that you're going through now affect your whole life, because it's not going to affect your whole life. When you turn 18 and once you finally graduate, you finally get to see the real life. You finally realize that, hey, like, all those people that were talking crap about me, like, look where they at now. I'm in Hidden Hills twerking with Kim Kardashian, and they're all bums. Like, I promise you, it's going to be all worth it. Thug it out, girl. Thug it out. Life is not going to be easy. And if you're going through high school right now, drop a comment. Let me know how you're doing. Let's talk. Let's chit-chat. I am open to read the comments unless it gets hectic, girl, because that's when I sign out, girl. No tea, no shade, girl. But I love you guys. You guys are not alone. Stream Nicki Minaj. And remember, shine bright like a diamond, and you're beautiful. You're beautiful in every which way. No matter if you're white, no matter if you're black, no matter if you're Mexican, whatever race you is, you could be the color blue. I don't care. You're beautiful inside and out. Shine bright like a diamond and smile, girl. Because when you smile, you're beautiful.